session of the Relate module of AI, wherein we are going to concentrate on the use of AI in our day-to-day lives. In the previous session, we understood how AI is there behind the scenes in social media. And today's session, we are going to understand how AI is there in email. I know all of you know that email stands for electronic mail, and we use email for every other work, whether it is professional work, whether it is official work, whether it is personal work, we use email. Do you know, students, that billions and billions of email are exchanged every minute? And to handle this kind of data, obviously AI should be used. Some of the email websites or the giants in email handling is Google, Microsoft, Hotmail, Yahoo, and other websites. And they use AI in the background. Why AI is used? Again, I'm repeating to you, AI is a technology wherein huge amount of processing power is there with the help of with the computer in order to handle billions and billions of data. To handle this kind of data, we require ML, that is machine learning algorithms, and AI is there behind it. Now, what is the use of AI in email? First thing, it is used to segregate, sort, and organize mails in various categories and folders. It helps us to the prevention of spams from entering the inbox and other folders. Now, segregation, sorting, and organizing is very, very important. See, as normal students, you might be receiving 1 or 2 mails every day, or maybe once in 2 days. But imagine in a business organization like Amazon or Netflix and all these websites, how many emails they are getting. So first thing is what? To segregate what type of email it is, whether it is related to the technical part or non-technical part, whether it is about the payment part. Then after we segregate, again sorting should be done, date wise or say complaint number wise or something. Then organize it to the different folders or boxes. So for all these things, since billions of data is coming from the users, a normal program cannot handle that. An AI machine learning algorithm itself should do this kind of job. Next thing is that it should prevent the entry of spams into the inbox and other folders. You know that spams are unwanted emails which are sent by some agency to our inbox. Sometimes spams carries spyware, or it has got some kind of malware inside it. So it should not enter to our inbox. Who is going to do that? Again, AI will be taking care of that. It is going to help us to draft our email, especially if you go to Gmail, as you're typing the letter to your friend or to your teacher or to principal or any official person, as you type 2-3 alphabets, immediately the word starts coming to you, because it is going to suggest to you some insertions, some text, some edits while drafting. Don't you think it is amazing? Previously, this kind of feature was not there. Because of AI, we are getting this kind of feature. Autocorrect option is there. Other than autocorrect, nowadays, Gmail has got recommendations of sentences. Thank you, yours sincerely, as soon as possible. All these things will come automatically for you. You need not have to waste your time in typing these repetitive text in the email. Then by doing all these things, what I'm observing is that it is enriching my experience. I feel like going back to Gmail and type a letter to my friend or to my teacher. Then it suggests smart replies depending on the content also. Now this I can relate it to social networking sites. For suppose you type happy birthday or congratulations, the balloons come. It is going to recommend to you depending on what you are going to reply. Suppose in email you are replying something about the congratulatory message to your friend who has completed the graduation. So automatically it is going to recommend to you what kind of statement should be written, what kind of emojis you can put. Everything is going to come just by observing the type of sentence that you are giving over here. Then it is going to do what? It is going to show colorful follow-up reminder, which is called as nudge. Okay, this is a new term we are learning. Nudging prompts you to reply to an old unread email. Suppose you have around 20 emails which have come. Out of that, 10 you have not read. Next, what it is going to do? It is going to prompt you that you have not read these emails. Please read that. How it is going to do? Make it colorful, change the color of the email. So immediately it grabs the attention of the user. So in this way, AI is there behind the email part. So we have seen these kind of drastic changes that have happened over the latest time, maybe 2-3 years. And now there is a boom of AI in behind all these day-to-day things that we are doing. That's why we call it as relate module. Again, I'm repeating and stressing on the same thing. We are learning how AI is being used in the day-to-day activities that we are doing. Let us go to the next one, which is called as chatbots and assistants. We are all familiar with Alexa or Siri or Cortana or Google Assistant. So helpful they are. Whatever I want to do, whatever I want to know, everything is available with them. All the information is available with them. I just have to command them. I just have to say, Alexa, please play this song. Immediately it is going to recognize or search in its algorithm and start playing it for me. So then these chatbots or voice assistants are intelligent. Why I'm using the word intelligent? Because they're able to understand our language, able to understand the information that is given to them. And basically by doing all these things, they're going to search the relevant information and give it to us. Now, how these Alexa, Siri and Cortana are doing? They are using the concept of NLP. NLP we have studied in the Excite module of AI students. In that, what did we learn? NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. Now, this algorithm of NLP has got NLU and NLG. That also we have learned. So, it is basically going to understand what is being spoken and what is the requirement. It is going to convert our audio signals into the text format and reply back to us. Now, they use algorithms which help the assistants to learn language phrases, keywords, and sentence formation to understand quickly and accurately. So behind all these Alexa and Siri and Cortana is the AI. In what part of AI, the domain of AI we are going to learn? We have understood that these assistants are using AI for NLP. And NLP is basically what? Learning the language grammar, semantics, syntax, and rephrasing and giving back the information to the user in the language that they have asked. They learn from interactions. See, that is the basically important part. Previously, before this AI, we had certain assistants in the computer also. It was able to respond, but that was only what is fed to that. It was able to give it back to us. But now the AI machine learning algorithms are able to learn from the interactions and respond in a better way with customized responses. I'm using the word customized here because depending on the user, depending on the context, it is going to reply, not just a standard answer for everybody. They perform predictive and smart searches with AI integration. So some of the chatbots, especially in the IRCTC site, you might have seen, or even in other banking sites, the moment you go, a chatbot help comes to you. May I help you? Suppose I'm a user, I want to know about the fixed deposits. Some other user is there, they want to know about the loan. Some other user is there, they want to learn about the schemes, latest schemes. They want to know whether it is the best hour to go and meet a person, whether it's the best time to invest money in the share market. So the chatbots are intelligent because they are able to cater to customized responses, give customized responses to the customer or the user, and they perform predictive and smart searches. Whenever I use the word smart, so behind that, what is there? A machine learning algorithm is there. So if machine learning algorithm comes into picture, then obviously prediction is done. Basically, AI is very good for prediction and pattern recognition. So in this way, we can see that in chatbots and assistants, AI is being used very, very nicely to make our lives much more easier. So that's it for today's session. In the next session, we are going to learn how AI is there in other day-to-day life. So if you remember, I told you that it is there in education, healthcare, in our cities, all those things we are going to understand, and entertainment also, we are going to understand all those things. Till then, bye-bye.